Imagine walking through a forest, not today, but more than 300 million years ago. There are no dinosaurs, no birds singing in the trees, no mammals running across the ground. Instead, the air is filled with a deep, continuous buzzing. A giant dragonfly with wings almost 70 centimeters wide glides above your head. A massive scorpion, nearly 1 meter long, crawls slowly across the forest floor. And the air you breathe is thick, heavy, full of oxygen. Welcome to the Carboniferous Period, the age when insects ruled the earth. This era, known as the Carboniferous Period, lasted from about 359 to 299 million years ago. The climate was warm, humid, and covered in vast swampy forests. Giant plants grew as tall as modern buildings. The ground was thick with decaying vegetation, which would one day become the coal we burn today. This environment was perfect for one group of animals in particular: insects. While early amphibians and reptiles were still small and evolving, insects were thriving, and some of them grew to sizes that are almost impossible to imagine today.
We should make camp before nightfall.
So why were insects so enormous during this time? The answer lies in oxygen and in the way insects breathe. Insects do not have lungs. They breathe through a system of tiny tubes in their bodies called tracheae, which deliver oxygen directly to their tissues. The more oxygen in the air, the larger their bodies can become. And during the Carboniferous Period, the oxygen level in the atmosphere reached an incredible 35%. Today, that number is only about 21%. Higher oxygen meant stronger flight muscles, larger body size, faster growth, increased strength. In simple terms, more oxygen, bigger insects, a world ruled by them. The most famous giant insect was Meganeura, a prehistoric relative of the dragonfly. Its wingspan could reach up to 70 centimeters. But unlike modern dragonflies that feed mostly on smaller insects, Meganeura was a true aerial predator. It hunted anything it could catch. Smaller insects, small amphibians, and even small early reptiles. Its speed and precision made it one of the top predators of its time. You wouldn't want one of these buzzing near your ear. Now, picture a millipede. But not the harmless little one you see in your garden. Meet Arthropleura, the largest land invertebrate to ever exist. It could grow up to 2.5 meters long. That's longer than most humans.
This 6-foot
Fortunately,
segmented giant,
Arthropleura was
the
herbivorous.
Arthropleura,
It fed on
navigates a
fallen
world
leaves
of
and
towering
decaying plants. If it had been a predator, well, this documentary would have a very different tone. There were also giant scorpions, such as Pulmonoscorpius, which grew to nearly 1 meter in length. It lived both on land and in shallow waters. A single sting from it could have been devastating to any creature of its time. The forests of this era were truly a place where insects dominated every corner of life.
The mighty Pulmonoscorpius waits.
But nothing lasts forever. As the Carboniferous Period came to an end, the Earth's climate began to change. The once wet forests started to dry out. Many of the giant plants that produced enormous amounts of oxygen began to disappear. And as a result, the oxygen level in the atmosphere dropped from 35% down to levels much closer to what we breathe today. With less oxygen available, the insect respiratory system could no longer support such massive bodies. So over millions of years, the insects became smaller. Their golden age of gigantism was over. Today, insects are small compared to their ancient ancestors. But they are still among the most successful and diverse creatures on Earth. So the next time you see a tiny dragonfly resting on a leaf, remember that its ancestors once ruled the skies. There was a time when the world belonged to the insects. And their legacy still lives all around us.
Isn't it beautiful out here? Yeah.
Absolutely breathtaking.
Look at the fish.
If you enjoy prehistoric stories, make sure to subscribe for more amazing creatures from Dino and Beyond.